Strategize your business, 3 techniques that you can use to harness the power of customer retention. But we're going to start with that foundation of gratitude and find out what happens when you sow the seeds of gratitude. But the first one, we're going to take a look at sow, S-O-W, how it affects our self, our perspective, our relationships with others, and then we'll also take a look at how it affects our wealth. So from the aspect of the self, because frankly, I can be up here for one of my full-day workshops, but if you're not willing to buy in the fact that this stuff can actually work, not only for your business, but for yourself, then nothing that I say is going to make any sense. And the best way that you can possibly do that is to start with a gratitude journal. Does anybody in the room actually keep any type of gratitude journal? Okay, homework assignment number 1 is to simply write down 3 to 5 things every day when you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed at night. And it's simply 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for, starting where you are right now. Because I know that there's some of you in the room that may be going through some difficult periods, and you're saying, Lisa, you don't know what I'm going through. I don't really have a lot to be grateful for. Okay. Did you wake up in a bed this morning? When you flicked on a light switch, did electricity happen? Did you drive here or get here? Obviously. So start where you're at. Oftentimes we look at gratitude as something that it has to be these big things. I just won the lottery. I just got a great job. I just met the love of my life. When you start to look at the world around you, it starts to affect your outlook. No matter what you're going through, and I sincerely mean that, no matter what you're going through, when you can find one thing to be grateful for, it starts to make a difference. And I'm not going to be up here and tell you, oh, it has to be happy, happy, joy, joy all the time, because you know what? Sometimes life is unfair. And sometimes we get mad, and sometimes we get angry, and sometimes we get depressed. And we can stay with that for a while. We can wallow. It's okay. But when you're starting to come out of the rawness of that emotion, to find one good thing. Because when you start to get into that practice, with that consistent practice, it really does change your outlook, and it becomes easier and easier to find things to be grateful for. So the S, the self. At some point today, I like to do my gratitude journal in the morning because basically it's on my nightstand, and before my feet hit the ground, I write down 5 sentences. Maybe before you go to bed at night, you can have what I have one of those too, a wins journal, of looking back on the day and what were some of the wins that I had, and acknowledging that, because before you're going to sleep, you're going in a much more conscious, positive state of mind. And it also can take a day that was really horrible, and when you force yourself to look for the good that happened in it, it takes that sting off it. It makes you realize that there were good things that happened.